Why are you so good looking?
I don't know, ask my mama. We're at Moana Bowls and the surf is up. I just finished my comp. Yeah. Having fun, tons of fun. It's really good waves. Waves is pumping and only 6 people out bowls. I caught one really good one, but wasn't able to manage the second turn. Yeah, it's once a year, surfing into summer, and normally bowls is famous for 60 people, not 6 people. So it's really cool experience and had so much fun.
Would you say this is one of your locals?
Yeah, this is like South Shore Pipeline. It's a famous spot, Moana Bowls. It calls bowls is because it's really bowly, and it has 2 spots called small bowls and big bowls. Yeah. So when it's big, it goes to the big bowls, and when it's small bowls, yeah.
Tell me about some of the other competitors taking part here.
Everybody is really good here, and a lot of local kids, local people, they know the wave a lot, which I'm a disadvantage, but I'm learning. Yeah.
What's going on over there? There's people like making a barbecue and everything. It's like a proper family vibe going on here.
Yeah, so here, Magic Island, or a lot of parks, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's like a lot of uncles, they barbecue and they hang out here, everybody cruising. Yeah.
Cruisy.
Cruisy.
Who are these guys?
Who are these guys? This is Macy, and this is Soap.
Oh, we've seen Macy before.
Yeah.
And this is Soap. The man.
The vast teams.
These are the guys.
Yeah, these are the boys. The boys. Vast boys.
We had a question for you.
Being a transplant from Taiwan and now surfing in Hawaii and competing with the local talent, what is your take on everything?
So of course here everybody is much better. Like, I mean, like more competitive and a longer history here surfing. And I feel Hawaii, I mean, average wave is pretty big. I surf here every day. Even small bowls is big. It's like fun, really fun and hollow. So it's really cool experience to surf with all the locals, and good to meet like a lot of legend surfers who I seen on TV or like my phone back at home. So it's really cool. Different environment. Yeah. These are sick. I'm not kidding. I love them.
Those are the ones you had in Oz.
It's super fitting.
Sitting here in a makeshift studio in a storeroom at the Rad Slasher store in Honolulu with the man himself, Mr. Noa Parrish.
Hi, I'm Noa Parrish. I'm 19 years old.
Lay it out on the floor.
I'm a professional surfer.
There we go.
Yep.
Noa Parrish.
I ride for Vast.
He rides for Vast. Noa Parrish, welcome. It's an absolute pleasure to sit down with you. A young man who's clearly got a desire to want to pursue surfing as a professional career. I mean, we were down at Bowls the other day for the competition. You're right in the thick of it, but you're not from Hawaii, right?
No, I'm not. I'm born and raised in Taiwan, and I've been living in Hawaii for half a year. But when I was young, we've been back and forward because I have my grandmother in Hawaii, so we always visit a lot Hawaii.
If you hear some noises, it's because we're in a storeroom and there's some packing going on. There's a store, so customers might come in. So you'll just have to bear with a little bit of noise. What was it like for you growing up in Taiwan as a young man?
So growing up in Taiwan, where I live, is super similar to Hawaii, and my dad wants to live in Taiwan because he find that place really peaceful. The people are really friendly there, and the food is really good, really deep culture, and yeah, he just love it in Taiwan. Yeah, but like for me, like here, of course, the waves are better, more consistent, and the waves are more hardcore, and the environment are like surrounded by all the good surfers, so it pushes you to more better limits. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of gets you to push your surfing because you're surrounded by really good surfers.
Yes, like world class surfers.
Yeah, we were down at Bowls on the weekend. There was a competition on. I mean, some of those guys are absolute rippers. Do you feel a little bit overwhelmed sometimes when you're in the water with the guys?
Not really overwhelmed, like a little bit intimidated, like by them, but you kind of get used to it, and you want to like be like them, so you kind of pushes yourself, and sometimes that kind of environment makes you do something like some maneuvers you never done before, and it just pushes yourself. Yeah.
So where in Taiwan, where did you start surfing?
So where I grew up is Jalasui. It's like southeast, and it's like a rocky. It's like a rock point. It's like full of rocks, and um, we always travel down south and travel down west, and we go to East Coast Taiwan a lot. But pretty much where I grew up is called Jalasui. Yeah.
Jalaswe.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a right or a left?
We have like one is called Rivermouth. It's a right break, and we also have one break called Goofy. It's a left break. Yeah.
Are you natural?
I'm natural.
Okay. So you opt for the rights more often than not, or do you enjoy a good backhand?
Depends on what kind. Like if we're talking like barreling, I would love my like forehand, my front side. And if we're talking about doing turns, I like to do my backhand because you don't hesitate that much. Like you just keep going and just keep doing turns.
How old were you when you started surfing?
So I started like 3 years old, but that was like playing water because I was like on the same board with my dad. But like technically 8 years old, that's when like I really wanted to keep surfing every day and want to like achieve something in surfing. So yeah, I think around 8 years old. Yeah.
Very cool. And have your parents been very supportive of your career choice?
Of course, my dad wanted me surf just to have a lifestyle. He didn't want me like to do professionally. And of course, my mom, like she's more traditional. When I was younger, like she wants me to study. She wants me to work on school. She feel like like in Taiwan, like as an athlete, it's harder to make a living out of being an athlete. So yeah, so they're more like tradition. My mom is more traditional, but when I got to around like junior high and high school, my mom kind of realized that I really love this sport, and like she turned more open minded than more my dad. So it's really cool. Like from my mom more traditional, it turned into like really open minded and really super supportive. Like if I want something in surfing, she would try to help me to get there.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Total turnaround.
Yeah.
She could see the passion, and she was probably just hanging back to see how serious
Yeah.
you were about this pursuit,
Yeah.
and how committed you were to wanting to keep going at becoming a professional surfer, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
So I do have one younger brother. He's 14 years old, so it's like 5 years younger. Yeah.
And does he also surf?
Yes. So right now he's doing really good. He's improving a lot, and I guess you could call he's following my footstep. But yeah, he did like he did some clothing Vash shootout for the new upcoming clothes too. I wasn't there, so he did it for me. I mean, not really, but yeah, they asked him, yeah, and then yeah, he's really improving fast right now, and he's coming to Hawaii actually.
Okay, that's cool. So he's out in Taiwan.
Yes, he's living with my parents in Taiwan, and he's coming for this summer to visit. Yeah.
So you here on your own, just like ace out, basically.
Pretty much on my own, and I have my 93 years old grandma.
Wow.
Yeah. So just
Okay.
me and her here. Yeah.
Quite a big, bold move, for a young man of your age to come over to the South Shore of Hawaii and then really get to experience what surfing really is on the big stage. Because, I mean, this place over the last 2 weeks has just been gangbusters with waves.
Yeah.
This is where it's at in the summer, the South Shore, right?
Yeah.
What's your favorite wave here?
I would say I like Moana Bowls a lot, and I sometimes I drive down to Kiwalos. It's like super close, walking distance. And I also like to go like, there's one spot like at Waikiki called Queens. Sometimes I like to surf the inside section. So there's a lot of town waves are fun for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the pick of the litter here. I mean, you've got so many breaks. You know, I was just chatting to Joel Tudenauer about it, and he's like, it's so underestimated, like this part of the world in the summertime.
Yeah.
It really, they get the best waves along the South Shore in the summer.
Yeah. And like when winter comes, we always go to like North Shore. So it's like basically summer in South Shore and winter North Shore. So a lot of waves in Hawaii.
Coming out here, were you pretty nervous about the move when you first came?
So actually, I went to California for 4 months, live on my own, and that was like from August to December of 2023. And that's when I graduated high school in Taiwan, and I knew like I got into a college in Taiwan, and I kind of like felt like it wasn't enough. Not it wasn't enough. Like I felt like I still want try something different. So I decided to make a move after graduation. I went to California for college. And then I did California 4 months, but I felt like I didn't have anybody there. And I feel like at least Hawaii had my grandmother. And I feel more like home here than California because California is cold. Here it's more like tropical where I grew up. So I decided to come to Hawaii. Yeah.
Good move. I mean, still a bold move for a young man your age, and I applaud you for your grit and your determination. It's really inspiring. Growing up, who were your mentors? Who was your inspiration in the surf world?
I would say, of course, my dad. I mean, he does body surfing a lot. He's a lifeguard before. I mean, he's a lifeguard pretty much his whole life, and he's a waterman. Like he does SUP, he does body surfing, longboarding, shortboarding, a lot of water activity. My dad is my biggest inspiration.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
So, any challenges growing up as a kid?
I feel like biggest challenge probably is like trying to find the balance between surfing and school, because in Taiwan our education is more tougher. Like after we have to like go to school from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. and we have to go surfing, train, and have to go cram school again for like another 3 hours. So I think it's the balance between being an athlete and a student at the same time. Like there's a period I had to train a lot, I had to travel, and I had to take off school for a month. So it's kind of, I think that was like biggest challenge between surfing and life, I think. Yeah.
You've not had any like things happen to you, like broken any bones, that's been a bit of a setback?
Like injury wise, I had like ankle problem, but wasn't that severe. Like it was manageable. But okay, so last year I stopped competing for a year. It's because I graduated from high school and I moved to California, and I had to adopt a new life. And also I had like an ankle injury. It was like a long-term injury. Like it wasn't that pleasant. But yeah, that was like the biggest injury.
You mentioned like adopting a new life. Like that must have been a little bit challenging.
Yes, because like English is my first language, because growing up my dad gave me the environment of English. But it's still like I can't really read and write at that time when I moved. But yeah, moving alone, I learned a lot. It was hard, difficult, and especially as an 18 years old, I had to go to school. I had to figure out everything on my own.
So you couldn't read and write in English?
Not really good.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's still like after. So me and my dad always speak English at home, but other than that, school was all Mandarin. Like that was like my I learned Mandarin at school. I study Mandarin at school. So I wasn't like much in English, like reading and writing. But talking and listening wise, I'm pretty
Well done over such a short period of time to like really up your game, get through college, right?
Yeah.
And finish that, and well done to you again. Okay, so outside of surfing, what do you enjoy doing?
So I used to do martial arts. I did like Chinese traditional kung fu. So at one point, like I kind of had to choose surfing or that. Like I had an option to like go further on my martial arts. Yeah, it's like a performance kung fu, like a set of dance, and yeah, but I chose surfing. It's because I felt surfing is more like a lifestyle at the end of the day. Like, and I mean, I never give up on martial arts. I still know all the forms and stuff like that because my dad really enjoyed kung fu. Like that was his first thing. When he went to Taiwan, he found a kung fu stadium and he was keep practicing. Yeah.
That's cool. And do you still practice at all?
Right now, yes, I'm planning to do. My dad has a friend. It's around like, like town side, and he has a stadium of kung fu. I might go check it out when my brother comes. Yeah.
You should check out jiu-jitsu maybe as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty interested in jiu-jitsu, but yeah, it's another whole different thing.
Yeah, you got to start right at the bottom.
Yeah.
And it's quite it's quite a journey, huh?
Yeah.
When you get into, I've just come from a studio now, and it's quite amazing to see.
Yeah.
And there's so many people in the surf world who enjoy jiu-jitsu
Yeah.
or some sort of martial art because it's kind of there's crossover
Yeah.
between like the discipline and the movement and how you shift weight and energy
Yeah.
as what you do with surfing.
Yeah. I know, like Macy does jiu-jitsu, and I think June knows a little bit too, right? Yeah. So, yeah, a lot of surfers do that, and I'm looking forward. Maybe I'll see myself doing it, but I'm not sure yet. Yeah. Hopefully.
What does surfing mean to you? What does the ocean mean to you?
Surfing, I feel like it's a sport. It's also a lifestyle, and like even though like right now I'm working, I still want to surf before work. I want to surf after work, and it's just a thing that completely changes your life. And when I'm in the water, I feel like really safe. I feel really like relaxed, and I feel like really a relief too. Like yeah, like especially had like hard time and you just want to be in the water, and even though you're angry, you just rip the waves. You're calm, you just do rails.
Okay, stop there. Stop there.
Yeah.
What are you angry about?
And what I'm angry about? I mean, like I'm not really.
Give me an example, because you say that you got into the water and you get rid of some frustrations. Like, what are those frustrations? Is it missing family? Is it like wanting to, or you've just had a bad day?
Just had a bad day. Like yeah, like sometimes just in a bad mood or frustrated about something, right? And you just want to be in the water and just express your feelings to the ocean.
How would you describe yourself? Are you quite an emotional person? Are you quite an analytical person? Are you structured,
No.
organized,
Like
creative?
you heard of IQ?
Yeah.
I heard my IQ is pretty high. Like I don't really get mad. I don't really have emotions. I mean, yeah, I'm always like happy guy. But yeah, like surfing, it's still like in the ocean. Being in the ocean is like my comfortable zone, and I just wanna. Sometimes I wanna surf alone and just to enjoy me in the ocean. Like, it's a really good connection. Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, beautifully put. Where do you see yourself in 10 years from now?
Where do I see myself in 10 years?
Yes. I mean, what are your goals?
My goals? I mean, slowly, honestly, slowly, like, competing surfing. Right now, I'm doing, like, local contests. But I know, like, internationally wise is hard. because especially like it costs a lot of money and a lot of effort, and there's a reality there. Like you have to make money, you have to go to college, you have to finish college, and like so that my goal is I want to try to finish college here in Hawaii and hopefully make a living here in Hawaii, like work, and of course try to surf more as possible, and that's pretty much it. But
You want to get on the tour?
the tour, of course, if I have the chance, but it's hard. It costs a lot of it's especially like yeah, it really costs a lot of money and time and effort.
It would be a nice thing, but it's kind of like a goal that's like not in your sights right now.
Yeah, I would say that going to tour is my dream. Like you can travel so many countries, meet different people, and of course like make so much connections and learn different culture, language, and just explore the world with surfing.
That's very true.
Yeah.
As long as you're doing what you love, and as
Yes.
long as, like you say, you can keep your emotional and mental
Yeah.
state in a good place,
Yeah.
that's a very mature way of looking at things.
Yeah.
So, do you want to stay in Hawaii?
Do I want to stay? Yes, of course. I want to stay in Hawaii. And hopefully I can stay.
Well, why couldn't you?
The cost of living here is super high.
Mm.
And like my parents financially they're I wouldn't say not supportive, it's just they can't support. And I'm trying to make my own savings. I try to build up my own career here. So that's why yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
Well, you've taken a big leap at a very young age.
Yes.
And that's a good thing because you are experiencing having to do things for yourself from a young age, having to make your own money, having to support yourself. And it's probably one of the best decisions you've made to get going from such a young age.
Yes. Now I look back like the past couple months, I feel like yeah, I learned so much, and like of course like being apart with family, it's hard, and but I feel like it's something that really like it's a good thing for me. Not saying being apart is a good thing, but like yeah, it's something I grow a lot mature, independent, and I still miss them, but yeah.
Do you cook?
Do I cook? Yeah, I love cooking.
Wow.
Actually, that was my hobby.
That's one of his hobbies, cooking.
Yeah.
Are you neat and tidy?
Neat and tidy, I would say yes, but the main thing I like about cooking is because I like the whole process of it. I like the prep, I like the dishes too. Like I just like the whole process. So I would say cooking probably is my second hobby besides surfing.
Eligible young bachelor, yeah, who can cook and be independent and look after himself.
Yeah.
We won't say anything more about that. You got a girlfriend?
No, I am single right now.
And he's single, ready to mingle.
Ready to
Single and ready to mingle.
Hoppa, half Taiwanese, half American.
What is Vast to you as a brand?
Okay, so Vast and me started when Macy came to Taiwan. I forgot what year. I think it was 2015, I believe. He came to Taiwan. He did the WSL event, and that WSL event, I think he didn't do good, so he had a surfboard, and me and my brother, we were playing skateboard on the side of the street, and Macy walked up to us or me, and then he gave me the board, and then that's when me and Bass had a connection. So that was like me and Macy had a connection first, and then me and Bass had a connection.
Didn't you have a surfboard?
I did have surfboard, but I wasn't like 2015. I wasn't like I wanted to surf, but I think it was 2014 actually. So I was that time I was like surfing, but I wasn't that ready yet. So me and my brother was just playing like surfing skateboard. Yeah.
I like surf
Skates.
skating.
Yeah, surf skating on the side of the road, and then yeah, Macy saw me, and he gave me the board.
What? He just gave you a surfboard and said,
Yes, because
Surf.
he I think he lost the contest, and and then he felt maybe he felt like that was a good thing to do, like pass it down to a local kid, and that's how me and Macy connected.
Did he give you a fire wire?
No, he gave me a Tokoro surfboard, and it was super light. It was super big too for me. It was a 5'9", I think, and it was super cute. It has his daughter's drawing on it. Yeah,
Have you still got the board?
of course. Yes.
We'll have to put a picture of it up
Yeah.
so the peeps can see.
Yeah. It's in home where I stack them. It's not safely there. I'm probably not gonna surf it, but it's a really good board. Yeah.
Wow, that was a lovely gesture
Yes.
by
it is.
Macy that actually sparked your love for wanting to surf even more.
Yes. And then when I started to competing, like couple years later, me and Macy, we were talking a lot, and after he was like, "Oh, let me hook up with you with Vass," because Vass was in Taiwan then, and after, so me and Vass built a really good connection. It felt like more than just a company and a worker.
Describe what you mean there.
A lot of brands like Hurley or Quicksilver, they're giving you a contract, and those are like actual contracts. So it's more like a business company and a worker. But like Vass felt like more than just a company and a worker. It felt like a family, and it felt like something, a better, like a further connection, like a long-term relationship. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what Vast is. It's a group of individuals who make everyone feel welcome
Yeah.
and part of a family,
Yeah.
as opposed to just being part of a brand.
Yeah.
What else do you think of the brand in terms of what they're doing from a sustainability point of view, getting involved in like beach cleanups and that sort of thing?
So I feel like, of course, beach cleanup is a really good thing, and we have to look at the bigger picture. Like in the future, Earth is only one, right? So at the end of the day, we have to protect it and try to make it last longer. And of course, Vass is like a lifestyle. So it's a brand, but like bringing this brand into your lifestyle is a really good thing and a good combination.
So do you only ride shortboards or do you ride anything else? Do you ride
Okay, good
longboards?
I do ride longboard, but just for fun, because personally, right now at this moment, I'm more surfing. Like I'm not that calm. I'm not that like I want to like be active on the wave. Like I want to go up and down, like really quick. So of course I like shortboard, and shortboard there's a lot of tricks to do. So it's like always good to explore around. Yeah, so I surf shortboard a lot, and I did a little bit body surfing with my dad. It's really fun. I quite like body surfing because it's so much easier. Just grab a pair of fins and just walk down to the beach or go to Sandy Beach in Hawaii. Yeah, it's body surfing is fun too. But I'm pretty. I did sub too. I did sub surfing and I did sub racing too, like speeding. Yeah, and I did canoe for canoe race too. And for me, canoe race and sub racing, it's kind of like you and against the time, and like every second matters. It's really tiring, but yeah, I don't really like that. Like it's like a swimming contest. Yeah, like you have to be accurate on time.
Ocean activities. I mean, you sound like a bit of a waterman. You enjoy body surfing, just a multi-faceted sort of array of whatever craft you can take out into the water. Bodyboarding?
Bodyboarding? No, not. I never really got into bodyboarding. Okay. But I just like to explore around. Like it's all similar. It's all boards, and just like to explore around. Like, is there other possibility that I like? I like skateboarding too, but skateboarding is so dangerous. Like you're falling. One is falling into water. One is falling into concrete. So it's so much different. But yeah, I'm pretty open much to a lot of like board or ocean sports.
Do you get lonely?
Do I get lonely? I would say yes, but I'm working on that. Like I know, like right now, like I'm pretty busy. Like I like what am I doing right now, and I quite enjoy what's happening to me right now. So I would say yes, but yeah,
You keep yourself busy.
I keep myself busy.
Get yourself tired out surfing, go home.
Yes.
Don't have time to think about being lonely, just kind of so
Yes.
tired,
I
fall
feel
asleep.
like yeah, that's the way to get rid of the loneliness. I mean, of course, I guess everybody feel lonely, but yeah, I feel like keeping yourself active and like always on the run, on the move or something, then you just.
I guess what I'm asking is, do you miss your family and friends back home in Taiwan?
Of course I do. I love them. I miss them a lot, and it's really hard moving to California, moving to Hawaii. It's like separating from family because I've been living with them for 18 years, and of course I miss my dad. I miss my mom. I miss my brother. So yeah.
Did you ever cry into your pillow?
Cry? No, I never cried. But yeah, I call them pretty much like I try to call them every day. FaceTime. There's time difference, but when my nighttime I call them, it's their morning. Yeah.
Yeah, same for me. Yeah, that's the beauty of technology, right? We
Yep.
can feel
FaceTime.
as if we're in the room with them.
Yep.
Like,
They feel like they're just there, and like nowadays you have FaceTime and you don't have to write letters. So much easier.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say it again. You know, you've embarked on quite a journey at a very young age. You're very mature. You've got your head screwed on.
Thank you.
I wish you all the very best in your surfing career. We're going to be watching you with keen anticipation. From Vast's point of view, thank you so much for just being a part of the energy that is and keeping the positive stoke alive and just being a general frother. Stay positive. Keep going.
I will do. I will take notes. I will keep moving forward. Yep.
Keep charging.
Keep charging. Keep ripping.
Everyone, this is Noa Parrish. I'm Steve Shooter. We're in a storeroom. It's been absolutely cozy and quaint and enjoyable to chat to this young man. Dude.
Thank you, Steve.
You.
Mahalo.
Mahalo, brah.
Mahalo.